Room was dark, peaceful, and quiet, just how Jungkook liked it after an exhausting 13-hour day of dealing with business meetings, relentless emails, and an annoying board member who wouldn't stop chewing gum like a tractor. He finally got into bed, his side neatly tucked, pillows fluffed, peace in paradise until a full on roundhouse kick landed square on his back. What the? Jungkook shot up, heart hammering like he just got drop kicked into a battlefield. He turned around slowly, wide eyed, only to see you sprawled like a sleepy little ninja star, one leg draped over the edge of the bed, one tossed behind him like you were trying to do yoga in your dreams. He blinked again. You let out the softest, sweetest snore known to mankind. Seriously? He whispered to himself, rubbing his back. I love her, I do, but one day she's gonna dislocate my spine. He carefully tried to nudge your leg off his back, but that only activated the next stage of sleep mode. Koala attacked. Without warning, you rolled forward and wrapped yourself around him, arms around his waist, one leg over his hip, cheek smushed to his back. Cookie, you murmured sleepily. You smell like bedtime. His brain short circuited for a second. What does bedtime even smell like? He exhaled, and somehow, even though his entire body was trapped in a love strangle, his lips tugged up into a tired smile. Only I would fall in love with a human octopus. He muttered and leaned his head against yours, whispering, Good night, baby koala. The sunlight poured in gently as birds chirped outside. You sat up with a giant yawn and the biggest smile on your face. Good morning. Jungkook, still half buried in the pillows, opened one eye. You kicked me in the back like Bruce Lee. You grinned brightly. That's just my way of saying I love you. My feet are very expressive. He blinked. Your feet need therapy. You giggled and climbed over him, peppering his face with kisses. Don't be grumpy. Your favorite little weirdo is here to ruin your life with affection. Hmm. He sighed, but his arms sneakily wrapped around your waist, pulling you down against him, ruining it wonderfully. Then your eyes widened. Oh, don't forget your parents are coming for dinner tonight. Be home early, okay? I want you to help me choose which pasta shape says I'm a perfect daughter in law. He chuckled. I think spaghetti does the job. You just want me to slurp it so you can pretend it's Lady and the Tramp. No comment. You gasped, smacked his chest playfully, and rolled off the bed dramatically. Fine, I'll save my noodle charm for another day. You were this close to making a smooth escape from bed. The second your foot touched the floor, the world stopped. An arm sneaked around your waist and yoink. You fell backward with a dramatic landing straight onto Jungkook's chest. Where do you think you're going, little traitor? He mumbled, his voice still husky from sleep but laced with that dangerous teasing tone. You wiggled like a worm. Let go of me, I'm going to make us breakfast. You need food, and so do I. I'm practically starving. Nope. He cut you off, rolling over so he was half on top of you, pinning you down like the punishment was officially beginning. You don't get breakfast. You blinked up at him. Excuse me? His smirk grew dangerously wide. Not until I'm done punishing you. Your mouth fell open. Punishing me? For what? He raised an eyebrow, brushing your hair out of your face slowly. For kicking me twice in my spine. I was asleep. You can't hold me accountable for unconscious behavior. Oh, but I can. He said with a devilish grin before swooping down to plant a kiss on your forehead. You froze, then one on your nose, then your cheeks, then your neck. Jungkook, you squealed, trying to wriggle away. Nope, bed arrest. he declared proudly. Kiss attack mode activated. You burst into giggles as he started peppering kisses all over your face, switching spots every time you tried to escape until you were giggling so hard your stomach hurt. Stop, you laughed. I'm ticklish. No, not there. Not the ribs. Oh, I remember. He said, his fingers trailing down to your sides. This is for the roundhouse kick at 2:47 a.m. Jungkook, no. He started tickling you mercilessly, making you kick your legs and flail like a tiny fish out of water. Mercy, you shrieked through the laughter. I'll make you extra pancakes. You should. He grinned, finally pausing to catch his breath and press a long warm kiss to your lips with whipped cream and strawberries and a little note that says, Sorry, I kicked you in my sleep, Jungkookie, love of my life. You squinted. That's oddly specific. I've had time to think about it, he said with a proud shrug. You wrapped your arm around his neck with a playful pout. You are lucky you are cute. I know, he whispered, kissing the tip of your nose. But you are luckier, because only I know how to handle my wild sleeper. You dramatically rolled your eyes. Please, you love it. He grinned against your lips more than anything. You sighed into the kiss and mumbled, Fine, I'll make breakfast. Too late, he said, rolling you back into the blankets and trapping you under them. Bed rest extends for 20 more minutes. You gasped. That's illegal. He smiled sweetly. So is assaulting me in my sleep. The doorbell rang right on time. You quickly checked yourself in the mirror, hair neat, apron on, the faint smell of your cinnamon tea floating around the house. You opened the door with the warmest smile and were immediately engulfed in a hug. I go, my beautiful daughter-in-law. Jungkook's mom exclaimed, squeezing your cheek like you were 5 years old and the cutest muffin she ever baked. Mom, I'm 27. You laughed as she ruffled your hair. Exactly. That's 27 years of not being in my life. I'm making up for lost time. Right behind her came Jungkook's dad holding a gift box. We brought you some of that herbal tea you love and some of those cookies you liked from Busan. You gasped, genuinely touched. You guys remembered? Of course, his dad smiled. How could we forget anything about our favorite person? From behind them, Jungkook appeared, arms crossed, eyebrow twitched. You guys know I'm your son, right? Jungkook's mom waved him off. Yes, yes, but she's the one who feeds us and sends us videos of your baby photos every month. You just exist. You cackled. Anyway, you said brightly, stepping aside. Come in. The house is all clean. I made your favorite dishes, and the guest room is freshly prepped with new sheets and towels. His mom clenched her chest dramatically. What did I do to deserve this daughter-in-law? If Jungkook hadn't married you, I would have stolen you myself. Jungkook gave her a horrified look. Mom! The four of you sat at the dinner table, laughter echoing off the walls. Jungkook was busy serving rice when his mom casually said, So sweetheart, how's married life? Is Jungkook behaving? Or do I need to bring out the wooden spoon? You gave her a mischievous look. He complains a lot about how I sleep. Jungkook almost choked on his soup. What? You're bringing that up in front of my parents? His dad chuckled. Ah, that's why his back has been aching lately. I thought he joined the gym. Gym? Please, you snorted. More like surviving my martial arts moves in bed. Everyone burst into laughter while Jungkook's ears turned tomato red. You two are hilarious, his mom grinned. But honestly, sweetheart, thank you. I've never seen him smile this much. You have changed him. You smiled, heart soft and glowing. He changed me too. Later that night, you guided your in laws to the guest room. I have left water, extra blankets, and slippers for you guys. If you need anything, just knock, okay? His mom hugged you tightly. You are too precious. Jungkook, you better not mess this up. Can everyone stop threatening me in my own house? He muttered. You giggled, kissed her cheek, and waved, "Good night, sleep well." Gently closed the guest room door, stretching with a yawn as you walked back toward your shared bedroom. Jungkook was already half under the covers, shirtless, messy haired, looking like a tired prince after battling dragons made of paperwork. As you entered, he gave you a half-lidded look. "Wah, I'm dead," he said. You chuckled, heading toward the bed. But just as you lifted the blanket, he pointed a sleepy warning finger at you. "Today, please, I'm begging you, no kicks, no jabs, no ninja rolls. I can't take another round of WWF, 5 Wrestling Federation. I'm fragile." You paused mid-movement, then slowly, silently turned around, walked to the closet, grabbed a blanket and a pillow. He blinked. Wait, what are you doing?" You didn't even look back. "I'm letting you have your peace. Enjoy the bed, your royal highness. I won't disturb your fragile self." "Babe," he said up, "don't do this." You opened the bedroom door dramatically. "Good night, Jungkook," and then you marched to the living room. He followed you down the hall like a confused puppy. "Are you really doing this? I was just teasing, I swear." You plopped your blanket on the floor near the couch and started making your sad little floor bed like you were starring in a tragic romance drama. Jungkook gasped, "Yeah, what are you doing? My mom will kill me if she sees you like this." You looked at him innocently. "Tell her it was self-defense." "Baby, come on," he groaned, crouching beside you. "It was just a joke. I'll take all the ninja kicks. Just come back. It's cold without your chaos." You didn't budge. "I'm not chaos, I'm your wife." "Exactly, and my spine signed up for it, okay? Just not the rib kicks. Those feels illegal." You turn your head slightly to glare. "I warned you last night when you called me Kiki Monster." "That was affectionate," he defended. "You know, like Cookie Monster but deadlier." "Wine, please." You pulled your blanket up to your nose. "Go to your room, Jungkook. I'm sleeping here. Take your best nap." Squatted down fully, now pout in full swing. "I can't nap without you." You rolled your eyes. "You'll survive." And then suddenly he laid down right next to you on your tiny crumpled blanket. "Yeah, there's no space here. What are you doing?" "Making bad decisions," he muttered and then wrapped himself around you like a human backpack, arms around your waist, head tucked on your shoulder, koala mode on. "I'll manage," he mumbled sleepily. "You'll break your neck on this floor. I would rather die like this than sleep alone in that cold king-sized bed." "Jungkook, I swear." "Shh," he whispered against your ear. "Let me suffer in peace." You sighed, and despite all your huffings and puffing, you couldn't stop your smile. Your hand slowly found his and fingers interlocked. "Fine, but if you drool on my neck again, I'll kick you for real." "Noted." He yawned, tightening his hold. The next morning, Mrs. John walked out of her room in a full mood to prepare a delicious breakfast for her little family when she stopped in the living room and a soft gasp escaped her mouth. Jungkook? His mother's voice echoed like doom. Jungkook blinked awake slowly, only to find his face smushed into your shoulder and your leg casually thrown over his hip like you were claiming him in your sleep. He turned his head, only to lock eyes with his mother and father standing there in wide-eyed shock. Wait, he bolted upright like a cat. This isn't what it looks like. She, I mean, you, of course, were still deep in dreamland, clutching the blanket with a blissful, sleepy smile on your face, completely unaware of the audience. His dad tried to stifle a laugh. His mom looked amused, very amused. Why are you guys sleeping on the floor here? It's a long story, Mom. Is this the famous ninja sleeping position we have heard about? She teased. Guys, I swear it wasn't my fault. Jungkook blurted out, cheeks turning bright red. She banished herself here. I tried to stop her. She refused to come back, and then she did this. He pointed at your very questionable sleeping pose. You just nod. Oh, honey, his mom giggled. She didn't banish herself. She just made your life interesting. Jungkook's jaw dropped. Alright. We have seen enough. His dad waved. Carry on with your floor bonding rituals. And with that, they walked off, laughing all the way to the kitchen. Jungkook looked down at your still sleeping form. Honestly, he muttered, then picked you up bridal style again, blanket, leg tangle, and all. You stared slightly, mumbling, breakfast. Jungkook shook his head fondly. You are unbelievable. He carried you straight to your shared bedroom and tucked you back in bed. Jungkook pulled the blanket over you gently, brushing your hair off your face with warm fingers. You murmured something incomprehensible, shifting slightly in the bed like a child resisting school. He chuckled under his breath. Your cheeks were puffed, your lips adorably pursed, and your hair looked like you had been in a tornado. You looked like a grumpy baby, he whispered, sitting beside you on the edge of the bed. Still fast asleep, your pout deepened, his eyes softened. He leaned in and very softly pressed a kiss to your plush pouted lips, but just as he pulled back, your eyes snapped open and you gasped. Yeah, you slapped his chest with the force of an angry kitten. You pervert, taking advantage of me in my sleep? Jungkook blinked, caught off guard, then burst out laughing. What? I tucked you in. That was a sweet kiss. You were watching me like some lovesick weirdo and then bam, kissed me while I was unconscious. You accused, pulling the blanket up to your nose like a scandalized princess. Jungkook fell back onto the bed dramatically, laughing so hard he was shaking. You're so dramatic. It was a morning peck, a good morning hello, not a K-drama betrayal. You narrowed your eyes. I knew I should have stayed on the floor. You can't be trusted. He turned to you, resting his head on the pillow, eyes still full of laughter. You literally crawled on top of me like a jungle gym last night. You threw a knee to my stomach and called me a soft mattress. I deserve at least one good morning kiss after surviving that. You grumbled. That sounds like a personal problem. He raised a brow. My personal problem is that I'm deeply in love with the most chaotic sleeper in the universe. Your pout twitched into a smile, but you quickly turned away to hide it. He leaned closer, poking your cheek. Are you blushing? No. You lied instantly. You are. He teased, kissing your cheek now just to fluster you more. Yeah, John Jungkook. You turned around to protest, but he took the opportunity to wrap his arms around you, pulling you close, squishing you into his chest. Too late, he whispered with a grin. Got you. You huffed. I'm still mad at you. He kissed your forehead. I know. You're not allowed to kiss me without permission. Another kiss, this time on your nose. Hmm? And you snore. A kiss on your jaw. Only because you choked me in your sleep. You blinked. Okay, fair. You looked up at him, face still squished into his chest, and whispered, Can we stay like this for 5 more minutes? Jungkook smiled. Only 5? He asked, stroking your back gently. Let's stay like this forever. You giggled. Don't forget your parents are here. Oh my, I should go and say good morning to mom and dad. You said, suddenly remembering your in laws are home, but before that, your mother in law's voice came from the living room. Breakfast is ready, lovebirds. No rush, but maybe come out of your koala cuddle nest before the pancakes get cold. Your eyes widened in absolute horror. Oh my god, they're already up? Jungkook just smirked, arms still behind his head, totally unbothered. Yep, and they saw us sleeping on the floor like that. Your soul left your body. What? He squawked, grabbing the blanket and flinging it over your head like a cape of shame. He chuckled. You looked cute though, all curled up on me like a burrito. You gasped, bolted out of bed, and dashed straight to the bathroom. Nope, I'm never showing my face again. Tell them I moved to another country. I'm brushing my dignity back into place. Don't follow me. Jungkook burst into laughter as you slammed the bathroom door shut, yelling muffled things from inside about changing your name and deleting the memory card of life. He shook his head, still grinning. Come on, baby, it's not that bad. From inside the bathroom, you spoke. They called us lovebirds, Jungkook. Lovebirds, we are doomed.